So a thief. You guys know that like car break-ins are pretty big right now, right? Huge, big time, right?
Crime is on the rise, guys.
So what? Why do you think? What do you think is causing that? No, I'm kidding. That's not what this is about. This is about
No, I'm just kidding.
a thief breaks a window from a car in Poland. What does he take out of the car?
Polish sausage.
How did you know?
But in Poland, is it just sausage?
Yeah, it's just regular sausage.
Sausage, yeah. Just
What is
sausage.
he? Beanie Baby?
A
That's-
kid.
No.
A dog. Is it an
Is this
animal?
a Polish joke? Like this? There's a punchline.
Man breaks into a car.
Please don't bust my Polish joke. No, it's not a Polish joke.
Like what? Like a box of sauerkraut? Is that where it's supposed to go?
Polish man comes and breaks into a Polish car.
Finds out it's his.
That sounds like a fucking news article.
Polish man.
That's good.
No, dude, he steals
lots of
a
produce.
unicycle.
What?
That is a Polish joke.
How's that a Polish joke?
Car, he steals a different vehicle.
Isn't that interesting? So yeah, there's a guy.
Tasteless jokes.
I didn't know a unicycle would fit. Yeah.
There's a street performer in oh my bad, this is in Portland, not Poland. That changes it, doesn't it? That certainly changes things, doesn't it?
Portland. Unicycle? Yeah. A unicycle in Portland, you're like, oh yeah, I could see that way more than Poland.
All those Pollock jokes that we wanted to do are all gone.
My whole freaking 10-minute set down the drain.
So,
Oh, sorry. It's Portland, not Poland.
I was gonna say all these people have a lot of moles, I bet. So yeah,
Why does a unicycle make more sense in Portland?
it does, doesn't it?
Right?
Yeah, just Portland's weird. Yeah, it's the brand. It's on brand.
So there's a well-known street performer, and he has a unicycle, and he had it. It even says on his license plate, it says Una PPR, which is like he calls himself the Unipiper. Yeah,
That is a really
That
interesting.
is almost something that you would have thought of right now. That's great.
it's pretty interesting, right? So he's the Unipiper. He has that on his license plate. They steal his unicycle, and now the guy, his name is Brian Kidd. He says that he filed the police report. The police obviously don't think he's going to get his legendary unicycle back.
I wonder if they actually knew how to ride it away.
I think they rode it away.
That shit's hard.
He kept falling.
You know, they're like, boom, I always needed this shit, right? And then they're like, falling and shit. Or did he walk away with the unicycle?
You think somebody had a vendetta against?
Yeah, I think it's a targeted attack. That's what I think.
What if it's like a rival?
Because you know it's
Like
him.
a bicycler who's just like, man, you're stealing my thunder right now.
Or the tricycler.
Maybe it's a competing street performer because they have to.
Yeah.
They only reserve certain amount of slots.
Or it's a sick unicycle,
Or-
like a GT one or something.
Or it was a,
It's Type R.
Or there was like silver paint on the fucking on the door handle because the guy that punched through it is the fucking silver guy.
Silver guy.
Ooh, bro.
He even pushed it like.
yeah. It's a street performer.
He's getting away.
Damn, it's a street.
There's the gold
getting
one,
tips.
too. There's a rose gold one.
Oh yeah.
You just don't know which one it is.
This guy's just way too fucking popular, and they're getting jealous.
He is popular.
Yeah, they're like, if they take away his fucking
Dude,
unicorn,
yeah.
that's his fucking crip. That's if he doesn't have that, that's like a samurai without a sword. What is he gonna do now?
Street show people really do beef it because
Yeah.
there's a limited amount of space. You can't just like go there and perform. You got to buy a permit, and then if someone already has that spot, you can't get it.
There's not enough street out there for
Yeah,
No.
they really do beef that shit.
Dude, they take it real serious. So I did a video a couple years ago, and it was like, because I remember seeing all these street carnies, you know, and there was always like this Spider-Man beef where like there's like a guy out there as Spider-Man, and then he's pissed that there's another guy out there as Spider-Man. So I hired
would
like
be
a
pissed.
fuck ton of guys on Actors Access, and I bought a fuck ton of Spider-Man costumes, and I flooded the entire street, like all Hollywood and Highland, with just Spider-Man. It was just all Spider-Man everywhere. And then all the street carnies were getting so fucking pissed, and all the Spider-Man guys were like, we're fucked for the whole day. It's over. It's fucking over. And I was like, we're free. We're 100% free. You can take a picture with us. No big deal.
Fucked up the market.
I fucked all those guys up. And then the guy who's in the Bumblebee costume, he takes his job real fucking seriously. He was extra pissed because he was like, you guys are fucking our whole thing up. And I'm like, hey, dude, you want to work on this street? It all goes through me now. Hollywood Highland is my fucking kingdom.
I'm the captain, bro.
I'm the captain now.
You're the street performer mafia. That's exactly who was stealing the fucking unicycle. It was like Fat Tony, the juggler. Like, hey, what the fuck, man? You think you gonna fucking juggle on my block?
Dude, the street carnies are fucking interesting. I mean, you guys remember in Venice Beach that one cat who had rollerblades on and he would always have the guitar out?
Yeah.
Is he the buff guy with the purple speedo?
No, he's like this bearded guy. He like always looked like very sun bleached and like, yeah, he's like had like a Rastafarian vibe to him. But yeah, he's
Sounds like everybody at Venice Beach, but yes.
yeah.
Grand piano guy. He's like a homeless with a grand piano. He rolls. It's like covered in bird shit and graffiti and shit. And he always pushes that
Holy
shit. And
shit.
I'm like, how does a homeless man have a full-on grand piano that he can roll all the way out to Venice Beach?
How does he even store it?
Have you guys seen the
I
street
just want to
performance?
see Steve just hire a bunch of people with grand pianos.
I run this whole fucking block.
Goes through me.
Have you guys seen the street performers in Waikiki?
Yeah.
There's a couple of there's one old guy. He's like this older white dude, and he has like a little keyboard, and he makes music, but it's very like odd, like electronic music. But he makes noises with his voice, and he goes,
So he does some Mongolian throat singing?
yeah, but it's like in really weird pitches. Yeah, and he, dude, he's killing it. There's all these people that circle around. And he's right by the fucking Rip Curl store, and the whole time he's just making these weird robotic noises. I don't understand the appeal to it, but he attracts the crowd, and he's there every fucking night. I'm like,
I do love seeing those people that have like 16 instruments, including the mouth harmonica and stuff, and they're just like
Those
playing
are
everything
sick.
at the same time. I think that's sick as fuck. Whereas like bucket drummers, that could be very obnoxious sometimes.
No, I always go up to the bucket drummers. I'm like, you got a CD? Because I want to hear this all the fucking time, 24/7, 365. I'm going on a plane soon. I need something to listen to for 4.5 hours.
and what do they say?
They're like, nah, I don't. Yeah, nobody's ever asked me that before.
I bet you that inspired them to actually make an album now. Because of you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because all the buckets mostly sound the same.
That's the best. Is if you're a big fan, they might have second thoughts.
They just need to have more than one bucket, and so when there's a secondary sound, there's so much more dynamic to the offering.
Some of those guys bring pots and pans and shit now.
Which is better.
better,
If it's
yeah.
just one bucket though, it's kind of the same tone, just really fast.
That Home Depot bucket is like,
Yeah.
this is so lazy.
But if it's a bucket and a cowbell, suddenly I'm like, okay, I can be entertained like twice as long now.
A didgeridoo?
A didgeridoo.
That's a big pipe thing.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I saw some. I was in the middle of Maui in this town called Paia. Used to be an old plantation town that's now just like full of hippies and like trust fund kids that are trying to find themselves. And I was walking around, and I turn around and I hear that noise. Wow, 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 wow. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's some like hippie dreadlock white dude with no shirt, tattered ass pants, and it's just going wow, wow, wow. And I was like, what? How did you even get here, dude? It was the oddest fucking
I
thing.
love seeing those hippie white dudes that are like dreaded, that are like Buddhists and stuff like that, just roaming everywhere. They're like everywhere with like harem pants, parachute pants and stuff, Rastafarian colored. Like,
Just doing this all the time. Doing that. That's what they do.
That was
I love how
nasty.
specific that was.
There's a guy in my high school, and this is when I was like, I have a vendetta against white people with dreadlocks. I don't know what it is. I have a vendetta.
What about Asian guys with dreadlocks?
Yeah, if you're
My
honestly,
friend's little brother's like that.
Yes. The answer is yes. I have a vendetta because there was this kid in our school, and he sat near us in high school, and he would spit in his hand.
Why?
I was like, "Is that how dreadlocks are
You
made?"
gotta spit on it?
I don't know. I don't think that.
So that means their hair is full of spit?
I have no idea. But he had dreadlocks. He had like white hair dreadlocks.
He would just do this and then put it through his hair?
No, it was him rolling his dreadlocks up.
Oh, his hair's in his
He would do
hand.
this in class, and I would just be like, "Am I the only one that feels some type of way about it?" And I think I was. I was the only
Did it
one.
smell?
I never got. Yeah, he smelled. He definitely smelled.
His whole self smelled.
He just smelled. Yeah. He was a nice guy, but I was like, "Hey, man, just get a regular
Stop
haircut.
Spitting on her hands and hair.
Just get a
please.
regular haircut."
I'm gonna try getting dreadlocks now. I wanna try get it.
Bro, you can still rep what you're gonna rep with regular hair.
it's a whole thing, right?
Have you had dreadlocks?
No, but I 3 guys on my crew have.
And it's hard?
Yeah, so like it's a process because like even like the way you quote unquote wash your hair, is like different.
Because they don't really wash
They
it,
don't
right?
really wash them. Yeah, they use like some different like products and stuff. Sometimes, like rarely to go through it. Yeah, or like just the way that you have to fucking like if you get it dirty. You know, if they're sanded, you go to the beach and they're like sanded and stuff like that. It's like you just
It's a pain in the ass.
deal with it. Whereas for me, if I don't wash my hair for like 3 days, I'm getting all itchy and shit like that. And I'm like, so the idea of it is cool, but I don't know how they do it.
I'd have to ask.
Seems like a lot of maintenance. But also like, you know,
research.
might work for somebody like you.
I'm pretty greasy, bro. I get an itchy head.
Oh shit, this story is actually in Pakistan, my bad.